Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a Tuesday morning edition of the Moose Minute Project after a long weekend. Again, Memorial Day needs to be the focus of the fallen, those that have given us this right. I've seen all the news clippings of everybody spinning everything on what happened at Arlington Cemetery with Mr. Trump and J.D. Vance and Mr. Hegseth, and I feel it's a shame. I feel that it is a shame that we have a president that could not just go honor the fallen and leave it at that. Not talk about the waste of money parade that falls on his birthday, or renaming Veterans Day to where it was about World War II, I believe. Veterans Day is for those that are serving for us. I'm tired of hearing about how we're doing this and that for waste, fraud, and abuse when we continue to have so much waste, fraud, and abuse. I don't feel anything was caught. Yes, you can tell me, oh, Chris, they found this much, they found this much. There's no proof to per se, because spending is still through the roof, and spending, if this bill passes, is going to go through the roof anyway. So, is it worthwhile? Is the title today. A lot of times, I don't think it is. I don't think it's worthwhile to try and figure out what's next. We have been in survival mode, and we just continue to spend money like there's no end because none of them are in our shoes. I'm pretty sure all of those in Washington, right or left, do not have to worry about, oh, do we have enough gas to get to work this week? Do we have lunch money? Or do we have stuff to pack lunches for this week? Are our loved ones able to afford Medicare, their insurance? Are they able to get health care? Are they able to afford their medications? Are they able to do the things that need to be done to survive? I don't feel that they worry about that one damn bit on either side of the aisle. And when anybody brings up something, if you are against the president right now, you are pretty much put into a category of an idiot, got your head up your ass, you're just stupid because you don't follow along with the drumbeat of what's going on right now. If you listen to any of those that follow President Trump right now, you can tell why they continue to beat that drum. And I'm sorry, but if you are at Arlington Cemetery and you are there to honor the fallen, that should have been the main focus. Not what sacrifices you've had to make, what kind of things you've had to go through. Yes, you honored some of the fallen, you honored a few families as far as the goal, and you did that. But then to go into your rambling is absolutely insane. It's a very somber day. This weekend was rough for me. My wife checked on me numerous times. With all the things that we do with cemeteries and going to all these places, you see the flags at every cemetery. You see all the stars and stripes laying there of people that have served and no longer with us. And it is if you don't get emotional when you see all of those things, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you don't get that worked up. inside, where it brings somewhat of a tear to your eye, somewhat of a absolute thank you for those that have served, that are serving, but also those that passed, that made our lives what they are today. And if you want to look past the fact that you are a billionaire or whatever it is, you're that because of those people, because of those that gave their lives. You are that way. You are rich, you're wealthy, whatever it may be, because of them. They gave you the opportunity. They gave you the opportunity to become who you are. And you can cut the education all you want or whatever you may be, because you didn't go on to complete your education, or you did not go on to become more educated. You were wealthy, you enjoyed that, you used it to your advantage. And I'm not saying going on to college as far as a 4-year degree or a doctorate. Yes, that's all good, and I'm glad people do it. Without doctors and all that stuff, who knows where we'd be. But I think right now we're in a world of where people are looking for excuses to degrade people, to try to make yourself feel better over people. Any way you can do that, downgrade who they are, take away what they did. You know, I just saw a thing now where the FDA approved a blood test for Alzheimer's to see if you may carry the stuff to become. You know, that is the stuff that has lit my strive to be somewhere, to go somewhere, is to honestly be part of that kind of outcome. Again, when you hear families going through this with the Alzheimer's and all, where do you think the findings are going to come from? I don't think your billionaires and that are cutting all of this stuff give two shits, because they don't think it affects them. They don't worry about it. They don't have to. They can travel the world. They can do what they want. And they've proven that they can do whatever the hell they want without having to worry about it. So they don't have to worry about, oh, who's going to pay off my credit cards today? You know, how much more do I have to take out of my income so I don't owe taxes at the end of the year? That's where I just had to boost up what I get taken out of mine, because, hey, didn't have enough. Now, hopefully I break even this year. And I'm not making a ton of money. I don't have rental properties. I don't have properties in Dubai or South Pedro or anywhere else. I don't have a jet. So, and those that have earned the money, congratulations. If you did it honestly and everything else, great. But I have found out that by doing what they're doing with pardons, and he's pardoned some really nice people lately, we are only developing more and more hatred in this country. Saw a post the other day on one of the local bitch session pages of Richland County that the law enforcement was dealing with a colored gentleman. Don't know the story. There were 4 cops there, from what I could tell, talking to him, and everybody's like, oh, jeepers crepes. That's, unless you've ever been in a law enforcement vehicle and you've had to deal with things or seen stories of things, you can never have enough backup to be able to talk things down and to see what happens. If they're on especially if you don't know the story, if they're on something, if they get called and said, hey, I see this guy yelling, whatever it may be. Nobody knows the story. But everybody is a couch quarterback now that can put in their anonymous input. I feel that button should be eliminated. That button should not be included in anything. You should not be able to post anything anonymously. Facts. Then you're not sitting there degrading the people that put their lives on their... Oh, Chris, they don't put their lives on their line. It's Richland County. Come on, give me a break. Yeah, they do. And it's getting worse, by the way. And the crackdown at the border, or whatever you want to call it, had never slowing down the drug traffic around here. Anyway, people are manufacturing it all over. So, is it worthwhile? Is it worthwhile to try to figure out anything in your mind to where you want to go? Do you have a goal where you want to be? Do you have hopes and dreams? Or are you just sitting there going, what comes my way comes my way? Just curious. I'm off to deliver a unit today, and then, so I'm off to work, but just something to think about. And then to look back at what transpired this weekend. At any time, did you thank the good Lord and the military and the fallen soldiers, male, female, gay, straight, I don't care. If you signed up and you put on a uniform and you did it with honor and you did everything just, thank you. Thank you for doing what you did. Because some of us didn't. I have no right to degrade anybody. But I can do that because he wasn't in the military either. And I don't care if he's considered the president, he's the head of the military. But when you treat people the way you treat people like that, not going to fly for me. So, do it with respect. Be respectful. Honor those that need to be honored. But most of all, be a good human being and do things the right way. So, with that said, thank you for tuning in to the Moose Minute Project. I will be back tomorrow morning with another edition. And, it's already going to be Wednesday because we had the Monday off. It's just weird. I always put you another day different. And if you know and you've listened to this, as always, take time to bless somebody today. And then honor and we're not guaranteed tomorrow. So do what you can, do it with the best you can, and go from there. Because like I said, it can change in a second, and you are not guaranteed tomorrow. Have a great day.